Welcome to the Land of House channel. I'm Seth. I recently purchased a new vehicle, and when it comes to music, I'm kind of old school. I like MP3 players. Pexoo sent over the G5 and the P5S MP3 players for me to try out here in my new car. I thought I would unbox these and we can share the user experience right out of the box. So let's go ahead and open these up and see what they're all about. Let's start off with the Pexoo P5S MP3 player. It comes in a nice black stylish box, and it has a good protective foam all the way around it. It has a USB Type-C charging cable, but also has an adapter that allows you to go from USB Type-C to USB Type-C. It does have a protective case that comes with the unit. A set of earbuds is included. A screen protector is found in this bag, but I think the unit already has one installed. I'll have to check. And that's the contents of the box. Let's go ahead and take a look at the unit. Right out of the box, it has tabs that you can pull. There's a back cover and a front cover, and I'm pretty sure they want you to put it in the case right away. That's what I want to do. So let's go ahead and pull tab number 1 here and expose the back glass, and then we can take a look at the front here and pull that off. And yes, it does have a screen protector already on the unit. So let's go ahead and protect this by putting it here in the case right away. The front screen is 5 inches. If you move over to this side, you've got your audio up, audio down, power button. Here is a microphone in. Looks like the mic is actually up here, and the holes may be a little off there. We'll have to see. Down here on the bottom, you've got dual 3.5mm audio jacks. You've got the 2 sides of the speaker. Here is your USB Type-C cable connection. Over here, you've got a slot for a micro SD card. It does not have a cover on it, so you'll definitely want to make sure you don't get any dust in that. Here are a few specifications on the P5S MP3 player. It has 32 gigabytes of internal storage. It has an SD card slot available for 1 terabyte of storage. Has a 5-inch screen, 80 by 160 pixels. It's got a 2-hour full charge from 0, and it'll play 14 hours straight with the speakers on a low volume with the screen turned off. It can record in MP3 and WAV, and the audio formats that it can play back are a lot. MP3, WMA, AAC, WAV, APE, FLAC. It also has an FM radio inside. That's a look at the P5S. Let's go ahead and open the G5 and take a look at it, and then we will open these up and put some music on them and see how well they perform. So this is the Pexoo G5. This time we've got the USB mini or micro, and then it also has the USB Type-C cable, and then over here is the adapter to go from USB to USB-C. So very similar to the other unit. This time it does not come with the case, so I can peel back the protective cover here. It does have a screen protector on there, but I don't see any extras included. And back here on the back, it may also have a film that I can remove. As far as the look goes, it's very similar to the P5S. The screen is the same size. If you look down here, there is a single speaker out. There's a USB Type-C. You've got your 3.5mm jack over here. It's got the SD card, and there is your mic input. Here is a recording button. That's different. Volume up, volume down, and then power on. Nothing on the top, nothing on this side. On the back, it has your Pexoo logo there, and then the nice screen on the front. Now these both are based on the Android system, and so that allows you to work with them and install things on there as need be. Let's change settings a bit, take these MP3 players into the house so we can turn them on and see the screens better. I've got the P5S first. Let's hold down the power button and see if it will come on for us. There you go, it has the Pexoo logo right there on the display. Now that I have the MP3 player turned on, let's take a look at all the preloaded items here. It's got a podcast service, Kobo Books, iHeartRadio, TikTok Lite, Shopify, Amazon Music, Tidal, Kindle, Audible, Pandora. It's got Apple Music on there, Amazon Shipping. Down here is where your main apps are going to be, so settings and music there. And if you go over here, it's got a clock, a sound recorder, calculator, calendar. There's your FM radio, ebook, gallery, video. There's a browser on there, and then assistive. I'm not sure what that is. So very cool. Comes with several things. You can bring up music here. Here's a demo song. So the speakers do have nice sound to them, even though they are a little bit small. Now you can have albums, artists, playlists, and folders as well on here, which is very nice to have. So if I swipe up, just like on a typical Android phone, you can hide or close out that app. They include a tutorial video on how to bring over your files through Wi-Fi. All right, let's use one of the audio jacks down here to plug up some headphones. I'm not sure if my mic will pick it up, but let's try it. So yeah, whenever I put those on, it is playing nice and clear. Let's try out the voice recorder setting here. Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me?
Hello, hello, hello. Can you hear me?
All right, that feature seems to work just fine. Of course, there's a calculator. Now for comparison, let's bring up the G5 compared to the P5S here. I'm going to hold down the power button and get this turned on. Now one thing that you'll see that is very different about this MP3 player versus the other one is that this comes with the Google Play Store, so you can actually go in here and install apps instead of just using the preloaded apps that are on here. Just typed in my Wi-Fi password. Let's go ahead and get that connected here. My initial thoughts are that the touchscreen is not quite as sensitive as I would like, but it definitely worked. All right, let's go into music here and see if we can find something. Here's that demo song. The speaker on this model is louder. It was shipped at 65% battery. Now we're able to move over here and access the other apps. Looks like there's not as many installed on here, which in my mind, that is better. I don't use the majority of those, and the ones that you do want to install, you can use the Google Play Store and install your own. Hello, test recording on the G5.
Hello, test recording on the G5.
I have the G5 right here. Let's go ahead and plug up the USB to the computer. Let's go ahead and plug up the USB Type-C to the bottom of the music player. And let's see if that's going to automatically find this. It's indicating that it is charging now, which is nice to see. Now I have two songs right over here that are able to be used on YouTube, so we'll put those on the music player. Okay, I have the music player turned on here. I just wanted to see if it would automatically bring up the player so I can transfer files over. The MP3 player is now finished installing. Let's go ahead and open up my PC, and I can see down here it's got the G5 memory. If I open this up, it's got 22.1 gigabytes free of 32, and of course you can put that mini SD card in there as well. So it has all of the typical things you would see inside of an Android phone. If I open up music here, there's that demo file that we had previously. So let's go ahead and drag in these two YouTube safe MP3 files here. Copy those over, and then if we close this out, we should be able to access this whenever we play it on the device here. We should be able just to pull this free and it will work out. There we go. There are other songs. The songs are now available here in our songs list. If I go to playlists up here, I can tap on the new and give it a name. It doesn't matter there. Alright, when I do that, it comes up with a list of all the songs, and you can click the ones you want to put in there and then confirm. So now when I go into this playlist, it has those two songs in there and I can play them. Very nice. Now that I have the basics of song transfer on here, let's step out to the car and see how well this performs on the car speakers. On the MP3 player, I'm going to go into the settings, and go to connected devices here. And I'm going to turn on the Bluetooth, just like that. And then I can go on to my audio system here. There we go. We found the G5. Let's go ahead and connect that. Okay, down here I'm going to push the pair button. Okay, it shows that it is now connected here on the MP3 player and connected here as well. It's automatically started playing the song. Very nice. I'm able to change the song here on the display. I'm also able to do it here on the MP3 player as well. So I can tuck this down here out of the way and change the music up here without having to worry about fiddling through this MP3 player screen. It was nice to see that the Pexoo MP3 player connects so flawlessly to my vehicle through Bluetooth, and then I'm able to change the music through both the display of my screen and also on the MP3 player itself. Now there are a few differences between the G5 and the P5S. So first of all, with the G5, it is a bit taller. So if I hold those up together, you can see that. This has a quick button for recording your audio. It also has a 3000 milliamp hour battery versus this one that has a 2500. So a little bit more of a battery capacity in the G5. This one right here also has the ability to connect to the Google Play Store, so you can download your favorite apps onto this, whereas this one just has pre-installed apps. Now the speaker on this one didn't seem to be quite as loud, but it has dual 3.5 millimeter output, so you can have shared audio between two different people. This also has a case, which is good for helping to protect this, whereas the G5 does not. Also, this one has an included set of headphones, which lets you use this right out of the box and be in silent mode. So now if you wanted to use your own headphones, of course, they both have that 3.5 millimeter jack, and you can use your own custom headphones. Now both of these MP3 players have 32 gigabytes of internal storage. Now they do have the operating system on top of that, which limited this down to about 22 gigabytes. But they both can have a micro SD card, which will expand these to have a lot more storage space. Now one thing that I would have liked to have seen is a little door to keep that micro SD card from being exposed. I can see that getting sand or dust in there over time. But other than that, these seem to be well built. They're a lot heavier than you would expect, so I think they're going to last for a long time. I'm going to be loading this up with my favorite music and putting this out in the car for hopefully years to come. My kids are also super excited to be listening to their own favorite music out in the car. If you want to check out more information on both of these Pexoo MP3 players, I will have links in the description down below. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Seth with Land to House, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.